Now it's time for Startup Battle Semifinals, round 2. Let's get ready to rumble, or something like that. So, the rules are the same. The rules are the same and harsh. So, 3 minutes for presentation for each startup and 3 minutes for jury Q&A round. Okay, so let's welcome the first startup of our round 2, and it's called Cardiomo. Let's welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Roman, I'm CTO and founder of Cardiomo. And I would like to introduce you our first health monitoring ecosystem. As you know, cardiovascular disease killed more than any more disease in the world. It's killed my granddad, and it's very bad. We will help to save lives, a lot of people, with continuous monitoring. So we developed, it's not my pitch. We developed Cardiomo. It's a health monitoring system. Sorry. It's more than a health tracker. It's more than a pulse meter. It's a device that continuously monitoring state of health every people. It's a little and comfortable to wear device. I'm sorry. It sticks on the chest, near heart. It tracks a lot of vital signs like ECG, heart rate, respiratory rate, temperature. It sends all the data to the smartphone for the first analysis. Then it sends this data to the storage, and then with the help of artificial intelligence system, it detects more than 100 diseases. When it detects any abnormalities in the health status, it sends push notification to user or his relatives with a recommendation what he will do. Like you need to see your doctor right now, or you can drink a glass of water if you have a little stress. Sorry. We are founded a little more than 1 year ago. We will start our selling this autumn in October. I have a good experience in hardware engineering, more than 16 years. Xenia have a good experience in PR and marketing.
Time is a sad concept because it runs out.
Sorry, but it's working.
Okay, all good. But before Q&A round, I forgot to do one thing. I would like very much for our members of the jury to shortly present themselves, and then we're gonna pass on to the question and answer round. Okay? Okay, so can we give the mics to the jury?
Thank you. Hi, I'm Tomas. I'm from Springtime Ventures. This is VC from Prague, Czech Republic. And yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question.
Hey, I'm Jan. I'm the CMO of Startup Sauna. We're the best zero equity accelerator in Europe, and yeah, we focus on tech teams.
Woohoo! Let's pass on.
Hi, I'm Alexei from Buran Venture Capital. We invest across Central and Eastern Europe, Turkey and Israel, mainly in round-day investment opportunities.
Hello, Arvidas from Startup LT and Prague Capital, a local investor focusing on early stage of seed and startup.
Let's show our jurors some love. Come on, where the applause? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right.
Hi, my name's Andres Berzins, launching a new seed fund in the Baltics called Change Ventures, actually going public tomorrow. We'll be investing seed stage in Baltic seed startups and Baltic founders elsewhere in the world. Thanks.
Cool, thank you. Okay, and now we can shake up Cardiomo to its core. Jury, Cardiomo startup is yours. 3 minutes.
Yeah, when you're pitching, don't apologize, like really, and focus on the don't rely on tech either. Just do your pitch. Don't care about what's there if it's not working. One thing, what's your accessible sort of market currently?
We developed a consumer device for helps people known.
What's your accessible market size?
Accessible market size. It's people who know about their health problem, heart problem.
And could you describe your distribution strategy? Which steps you are going to make in order to bring your product to customers?
Sorry, what?
How are you going to sell your product?
We will sell product and service and patches. It's sticks by the online by the help of Amazon. And offline sales with the help of distributors of healthcare products like tonometers, thermometers. So now we have more than 1,000 pre-orders, and we're working for.
Good, thanks.
So I saw an FDA logo up there. So what's the regulatory?
Just now we can need to FDA regulatory because we can show to user ACG and any biometrics data. We send in recommendations and it not need to FDA approval. So we measures ACG and more data biometrics, but we can show it to user. We work
Sorry, you're saying
with this data.
You can or can't show the recommendation to the user without FDA approval?
User can listen our recommendation or no. It is only recommendation. It's not diagnosis and a lot of more. But we need to FDA approval for open this data for doctors, and we will work in. We will applicate our product to FDA next year.
Okay.
How far you are? What is your current status? Like, do you have any revenues or?
Our revenue.
Sorry, it's time. Thank you so much. Cardiomo, our first startup of the Startup Battle Semifinals Round 2. And now it's gonna get busy because we have Busy.tools here on stage. Wow, that was such a Medina's joke. I can't believe myself. Okay, please take your place at the stage.
Hello. I'm Audrius from Busy.tools, and I'm feeling like a horse with these. But I'm from a company from Busy.tools, which is made to make more successful sales. This is advertisement, and it's a reality. Order placed, but fulfillment is poor. And actually, it's easy to get an order, but it's complicated to fulfill it. I'm talking about a retail. A lot of different suppliers, different delivery times, different sales channels, customers with specific needs, etc., etc. And 100% of companies fail on delivering orders. Not on all orders, but on some part of them. Result, customers get bad experience and they choose other companies. But these failed companies start to lie themselves that it's not their customer, And we start to focus on 2 or 3 customer groups. In this way, we start to limit their market. But actually, it's not about your customer or their customer, it's about all customers. So my story is, I'm from retail business. I own a retail business. We have a lot of different products. So we sell them in different shops, in different types, in different countries. A lot of customers, commodity products, suppliers all over the world, and it's complicated. So one day we started to make a Busy.tools. It's a SaaS for SMB, and it helps to manage sales and order management. What you can do with Busy.tools? Scale sales. You can integrate and manage different sales channels in one place. Different products, different descriptions, pricing. It doesn't matter. Wholesale, retail, online, Amazon, eBay, everything is managed in one place. Prediction. Goal of a retail is to keep as low stock as possible and to convert inventory they have into money as quick as possible. So we analyze product demand, and based on that, we predict what and where will be bought next. Everything is automated, and orders from suppliers are made automatically when products delivered to right location, where is the biggest probability that product will be bought. In this way, we manage all the inventory by keeping low stocks. Processes. Actually, if you have different kinds of customers, different suppliers, different markets, all the processes, how you manage orders, they are different. So process management is part of Busy.tools, where you can put your business logic there and build the process how you manage the products. One process is for VIP customers, another for regular customers. For wholesale, you have 30 days delay for the payments. In retail, you must make payment in advance. All these things makes differences. The future. When we have data, we can make a post-sales marketing automation and also automate business insights. The team. I'm third-generation retailer with IT background, with master's degree in data mining. And my colleagues, Darius and Gediminas, are developers who are able to realize my visions. So if you are getting orders, manage them with Busy.tools.
Could you tell about the pricing model?
Currently, we are in a pilot project. We are starting with software in my other business, retail business, and we are not sure yet for the pricing. But currently, we think about a freemium or pricing for premium services. For example, regular typical stock management, manual, no automation should be for free. Because 46 companies don't track inventory at all. So it's a good way to get first customers and to make them upsell.
If you don't know about pricing, maybe you can tell us about your customer profile. So what size of a
It's small and medium businesses.
But in terms of SKU, number of employees, turnover, something, give us something.
SKU doesn't matter. The more you have SKU, the bigger need you have for automation. Because you can keep in head 10 products, which are most popular, what stock level you need for them. But when you have 100 products, 1,000 products, you do not remember everything. So you need tools to manage all these things.
And what's the process for implementing this? So what would you have to rip out, replace, integrate?
Actually, our target is companies which just started their retail business, their sales, and do not have yet any system. So the easiest way is to come to start to use it. And for integrations, we plan to make some imports from other systems. Data imports where you can manage everything in Busy.tools.
So if you're an existing retailer with a retail business running, they would have to do some kind of an import and integration process.
Yeah, it's only 6% of retailers report no significant barriers to becoming an integrated omnichannel company. And main barrier is that they already have some products which is too complicated to replace for them. It's the main reason why they are making sales only on 1 or 2 sales channels.
And any particular markets you're targeting initially?
It's at this moment it's hard to answer for me because we are concentrated now on a product, and market, and all the other things should be built or made decisions in the summertime.
Yeah, you're entering a really busy field here. And what is, for instance, even one thing that puts you aside from the competition?
Sorry? What?
You're entering a saturated field,
Yes.
right? Like a lot of companies are doing this. What is the one thing, even one thing, that sort of puts you ahead of the competition? Most of those retailers have already these kind of optimization solutions.
Okay, so sorry, time's up. The rules applies to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. As you can see, Senstone is proactive and she's already here on the stage. So please welcome Senstone. The stage is yours.
Thanks. I'm here to talk about something that will change the lives of millions of people in the world in the ways that are unimaginable by using the voice technology in an elegant way. This is the voice technology on the go. 2 billion people are using touch screens 150 times per day. But for many years, as we overlooked, voice and spoken language is the most natural way for people to communicate. How do you capture your thoughts when you drive, or after you interview a patient, or when you travel? AI has finally allowed us to speak to machines too. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Senstone. Elegant, sensitive voice tracker. Here's how it works. You clip it to your clothes, tap, speak, start recording. Your voice memos are automatically converted into text. Every note retains emotional state, intonation, context, time, and location. Also, the device has its own intelligence and memory capacity to retain about 3 hours of recordings. Also, there are several ways you can wear it on one's clothes, wrist, or neck, as I do. We start with the narrow market of authors, bloggers, and other content creators who will use Senstone in the normal course of their business. And then we will move to healthcare, people with special needs, and travel. We ran a Kickstarter campaign to verify this concept. We closed it about a month ago, and we over-completed the goal by almost 700%. It all became possible thanks to our team of 10, 7 of whom are engineers, and 1 of the founders is an Oxford graduate. We raised 350K so far, and now we need 2 million for volume manufacturing, for product development, and for scale in the first phase of our growth. Join us in this exciting venture to change the lives of millions of people. And what if I tell you we can give you an extra time? How would you use it? Thank you.
So there have been note-taking voice tools for a long time in, say, industries like healthcare. So what's really different and new about your product?
We designed it as a standalone device. So it's hands-free, it's phone-free. And like in real life, as I mentioned, we use phones 150 times per day, even more. And we often get distracted. So like we had a problem, we forget things. And this device is really easy to use. Tap, speak, tap stop, and it's automatically converted for you. Also, it's converted in 12 different languages, so we can expand globally. And what is the difference? The difference is that we do it in a brand new way. Of course, there is a pen and paper, there's other apps, but sometimes you have to be straightforward with what you're doing. Thanks.
So, do clients like the device or do they like the tech? Because like I'm probably going to want to have that note on my mobile phone at some point, right?
Yeah.
And is it possible to also have that as an app instead of a device?
Yeah, let me educate you on this. So we have the app as well, but you do not need to use your phone with app to record. You just tap record, and when you have the ability, you sync it to your phone so it connects. Also, as you mentioned, it transcribes into text, and you can use it. It's searchable. You can search it by time, location, date, by context, keyword, hashtag, and also location. So it can be integrated with other third-party apps, for instance, Evernote. Is that the answer? Thanks.
What part of it, what part of technology is yours? Did you build the algorithm speech-to-text yourself, or you use some API connection?
So the hardware part is ours. Some part of the software as well, AI features, but also, as you mentioned, we use third-party apps for transcribing the text.
Can I use it for any other software? For example, for messaging, chats, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Like we plan to implement that in the future. For now, it's Evernote and Dragon. Dragon Medical One. So it's the app for healthcare.
Yeah, but to Evernote you can put it like a file. I mean, if I'm just, for example, if I'm typing my Word document, if I'm able to record it.
Sure, like as the end result, you have your recordings as well as the text, so you can add it.
Annoying moderator says it's already time to leave the stage. Thank you, Senstone. Thank you. Okay, up next, Retail Eye from 123C Consulting. The stage is yours.
Hello, login. Hey, where? I'm Audrus. I'm presenting Retail Eye's solution for retail and retail suppliers. One of the key problems for retail and retail suppliers is empty shelves. Outcomes for such problem is lost revenue, as well lost customer or unhappy customer in a better way, brand problems or risk for a brand. What is more important, very often it is even not known for retail and retail suppliers that such problems with empty shelves exist. They even doesn't know very often. Of course, retails and retail suppliers knows such problem very well. And for that reason, millions of merchandisers, actually it's salespersons, visiting billions of retail stores every day to be sure that products are on the shelf and they're accessible for customers. Such visits process, retail stores visit process is extremely expensive and not efficient. We created Retail Eye to address this empty shelves problem and transform retail suppliers' business, how they're doing it. We placing sensors at retail stores, collecting information, compute this collected information into cloud, and inform retail and retail suppliers about situation on the shelves. Retail Eye will help significantly increase efficiency, transform the way how retail and retail suppliers working with the shelves and products availability on the shelves. And at the end, they will be able to save a lot of money in this field. What we are looking for, we are looking for to move our sensors from prototype into mass production, speed up this process. To start proactive sales, we are looking for partner, especially partner with electronic equipment production experience, or investor which could help us to move faster into the market. So thank you. Any questions, jury?
So what kind of sensors are you talking about? Where do you place them? How do you install them?
We are placing in different ways, but in a simple way it could be, let's say, small camera, to explain here. Of course, it is some know-how embedded in it, but from user point of view, it's like you could treat it like a small camera.
But do you need one per shelf, one per X square meters? I mean,
it depends on business cases. If it's related to retail supplier, it could be 1,000, 5,000 per country, depends on size. But if we are talking about retail chain, it could be 100 or 500,000 sensors.
I have some general feedback about the pitch. I'm not going to ask you a question. That's not a pitching deck. You have bullet points. I was constantly looking at that. Like next time, take the bullet points out, make the slide simple, so that we can actually focus on what you're telling us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Retail Eye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now I give you LitNet. I want to hear clapping. Yep.
My name is Sergey, and let's talk about digital books, about literature. Do you know that e-books, digital books, have more than 20% on US and British market, and just few percent on another European markets, and less outside in another African and Asian markets? Do you know that even in British market, revenues of professional authors are falling? But why? The main answer is piracy. Piracy kills the sales. If just 3 main markets have the same market share of e-books as in British, it would bring publishers and writers billions of dollars. We work on the market for many years with my partner, and we decided to find the answer for this simple question. The answer was incredibly simple. There is no sense for pirate libraries publish incomplete books. But does it have any sense for writers or for publishers? We decided to test this idea and launch a Russian version 2 years ago. How it works? The author may publish not only complete book, but publish part by part his book, even next chapter when it was written. The readers follow the book. But the main feature is that author may ask to pay money if you want to follow the book till the end. The reader pays once and reads the whole book. One payment for the whole book. Is it interesting for readers to follow the book? More than 120,000 visitors every day have 3 visits. They spend more than 1 hour on our service. Are they ready to pay for incomplete book? Yes, they pay for incomplete book as well as for the complete book. Previous year we sold more than 120,000 incomplete book, and this year we sold more. Main launch of this year is launching of publishing account. We are moving to the huge market of publishers and publishing and professional authors. And certainly we are moving to multi-language platform. We are launching new languages this year. So we are building big literature network, LitNet. Join us. Questions?
And do you work with the authors on an exclusive basis?
Sorry?
And do you work on an exclusive basis?
It depends on author. Because we are exclusive platform, most of incomplete books are published certainly as an exclusive right. But when the book is complete, they may sell on our platform or another, but they prefer to sell on our platform because their followers, their readers are sitting there and waiting for new books. So they have much more sales even of complete books.
What do you think about the subscription model?
Subscription model is a good model, but when you are the author, you always think about that one guy paid for the whole around you and how to engage to your concrete book. We are creating a platform where author contact directly and see direct sales. We sell much more for them than any subscription model. And for you as a reader, you prefer to pay for the concrete book, not for the whole platform, huge money. Maybe this month you buy only one book. So
I might have missed it, but how much sales do you have this year to date?
If we talk about incomplete books, it's 125,000. Talking about a complete book, it's near 5% less. We are selling more than 2,000 books every day now. So it's every day is growing, so it's hard. You may calculate to yesterday's tomorrow. So
good pitch.
I prefer to hear good business.
Can you understand you do this? So you do selling incomplete books. You do pre-marketing or pre-sale something right before the book is available on Amazon, for example, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And have you tried engaging foreign authors, not only Russian, and how you deal with publishing licenses and other publishers? For example, Harry Potter would not probably allow you to publish before.
We just moving to the new language version and just talking. We having negotiations with publishers. They are interested in our model to protect the.
And nope.
To protect.
The time is up.
Yes.
Okay,
thank you.
LitNet, thank you so much. Okay, next I give you AdNets, and I still want to hear you clapping. Let's clap. Let's clap. Okay, AdNets, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Viral Vyas, as a founder of AdNets. I've been in telecommunications since 2007. Let me introduce my global product. Let internet subscription not be expense anymore. It is simple as a barter system, give and take. It's derived from gift economy in many ways. Our system is ISP independent. It's geographically precise so that local shops can do their advertising on their local area without having any IT infrastructure. In order to make sure that users do not get bombarded with an irrelevant advertising, it will be exposed to only the content of their likes and preference. It's online advertising platform where space and content are advertisers' prospective local customers. It helps advertisers, residents, and business by reducing cost and time it could add in market research, which could help business to grow. Whoso wants to save bills like residents, hotels, cafe, public place, etc. And in advertisers, we could have infotech products like apps, games, software. In event, we have content, folk events, business events, public events. Indeed, we are open for all business with advertising. Our market is global. Our system is hardware independent, so that customer does not need to download any apps and service provider independent. It automatically manages based on subscribers' subscription. Customer needs to log in only once. They do not need to do relogin and relogin again and again. Business sectors can manage their own ads based on their interests. How it works? We just configure the we will configure the network or install supported routers. We will manage its settings to connect with our advertising delivery server. Advertisers will be given a captive portal, monetizing and advertising, create ads, place campaigns, and start selling Wi-Fi advertisements. Now end user will see advertising once they log in or connect to the Wi-Fi zone. We developed at beta level, tested with the leading routers in a market, and advertising delivery is working at its best. Ads delivery server serves advertising and collects detailed statistics including impressions, clicks, conversions. Multiple advertisers can manage campaign for all networks at all once via is the interface. One can define rules for delivery of campaign and ads including frequency, capping, URL targeting, geo-targeting. It can track and recreate reports of campaigns performance including click-through rates, conversion rates, revenue, eCPM, conversion details like basket value and number of items purchased. Thank you. Any questions?
I spoke with you before.
Yeah. And it was a pleasure to speak with you.
From your pitch, I had no idea what you're doing. Your slides, take all the text out. Users who provide hotspots, wireless hotspots, can run ads basically instead of payment, right?
Right.
Exactly. This is, you would have said that, and you wouldn't have needed any of those slides. And then you say we can track conversions or something else. Can you actually explain very simply what you do to everyone else here in the jury? Very simply.
Like I showed you a video.
But you didn't.
It's basically a hotspot advertising platform where subscriber sign up with us, where based on his billing, advertisers sponsor for his sessions. For example, for 10-second ads, 1 hour internet, 30 seconds ads, 3 hours internet, whatever the bidding is done by the advertisers. So advertisers pays bill of subscriber, like cafes and bars where they have rituals to provide free internet, but they are not having any sales and support for the internet. So they can collect, like for example, in this event, Telia is doing SSID marketing, but they are not able to collect the whoso users came here, how they going to experience. So based on the advertising, our system can help to push that ads, and automatically it will be managed.
And how far you are, actually?
We have developed for one router. It's ready to deliver for some from our server. But as is suggested, we should develop for Google ad delivery, which we have tested but not completed at Facebook Pixels. So we will develop now on more than on that. So for our server is delivering the ads. From our server, advertisers can create campaign placements and they can push the ads. We are firstly going to target hotels and bars and cafe where they have a free internet and ready infrastructures. Do I answer your questions? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. No further questions, as I can see. And you have still time left. Thank you. Now, the next startup is inspired by the beauty of Italian language. So you can hear the beauty of Italian language behind the name Veleza.
Actually, it's Portuguese, but
okay, sorry. I came close, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world of beauty is rapidly changing, and we are leading the innovation in this industry by connecting consumers, brands, and retailers. We have a mobile app that helps people discover best matching beauty products, and it also empowers them to inspire each other and collects consumer feedback. Our users rate thousands of beauty products from around the globe, and collectively this makes up the most comprehensive product library in the world. More than 40,000 women in the UK already takes pride in contributing to unbiased product ratings and sharing their experiences. we already collected 500,000 responses to product surveys, and that lets us to cover 65% of beauty products in the UK with our data. Our users love our app so much, and they are so addicted to it, that they spend their time on the app almost daily. Veleza is run by serial entrepreneurs with multiple exits in the past, including our CEO, Martinas Nikolaevas, who most recently played an important role in making Treatwell a success in beauty services space. Treatwell's exit was one of the biggest in Europe in 2015. With our data and technology, lets brands and retailers increase conversions in their digital properties, lets them get better understanding of the relationship between consumers and the products. They can also narrowly target sample distribution and enrich their data. The beauty tech industry is still undisrupted. There are no leaders in the industry, and cosmetics generate 320 billion euros in the revenues globally. And we are looking forward to get revenues for this year for 1 million euros. Because we are focusing on skincare, makeup, and hair care right now. We are already working with the world's leading beauty brands and retailers. We are working in the United Kingdom. We are going to launch very soon in Germany. And brands need us so much that they're even fighting which country will be the next. We have France, United States, Russia, Turkey, and more on the line. Amazing products needs amazing talents, and we are looking forward for those talents to join our forces in Vilnius and London. And I can personally introduce with one of our investors, one of the founders of lastminute.com, Brent Hoberman. Believe me, he is one of the most amazing guys you'll ever meet. And all in all, Veleza is beauty service, social beauty platform for consumers, brands, and retailers. We're changing how beauty industry works. Thank you.
It's time, Veleza. It's time for questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, so firstly, I love that you're a bunch of guys taking on the beauty industry. I think that's very cool. Second, what's the exact connection to the sales? So I remember looking at this a couple of years ago. So how do you convert views on the platform to product purchases? Are you acting as a reseller? Sort of how does the business model work?
It's all about data, basically. We collect a lot of data about our consumers. We know specific features like skin type, skin tone, beauty concerns. We know how they perceive the products. We know how what kind of sentiments they have for those beauty products. Firstly, we expose with snippets how consumers actually what they are thinking about specific product features in social validation part. We also help them help brands and retailers to distribute their samples by targeting very clearly what kind of people they want to reach out. We're also offering next generation market insights, actionable market insights, which are 10 times cheaper and 4 times faster than our competitors in market, like big guys like Nielsen and so on. And we also enrich their CRM data with our data.
All right, but you didn't answer the question. So let me ask it a different way. How are you going to make $1 million in revenues? Who's going to pay you for what?
Brands are paying okay, one quick example. We have a pilot in Germany right now with Urban Decay and Laura Paris for 100,000 euros, and they are paying us for sample distribution part and social validation. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. A simple question, yes or no. Are you making money right now?
Yes.
Okay. What's the lifetime value of your users?
Lifetime value, it's a tricky question. Yes. Okay, so my answer is that currently we're getting users for less than £50, and for 2 months they share all the data that they share all the product opinions that they have, and it costs around £2-3.
Okay, cool, thanks.
So what is your business model? Can you elaborate? Do they pay subscription, or you do campaign by campaign kind of sales?
For market insights, we can offer them like reports, and when they launch new campaign, we help them. Basically, for social validation and like data enrichment, they pay a sign-up fee, licensing monthly, and then unit pricing.
And how many customers can you have? Like how many brands are no?
Right now, we're working with L'Oréal Paris, Urban Decay. We are almost very close to have a deal with Feel Unique and other retailers. Basically, we are looking forward to have around 1,000. Like we have like 1,000 brands in the UK alone that we can work with together.
And
with
it's
them.
time.
And I would more happy to answer all your questions after this.
For Veleza to go out.
Veleza.
Veleza. Thank you so much. Okay, there's some kind of linguistical craze going on because I was approached by a member of a next startup that you're going to see on stage, and he said, you know, we're more inspired by the French language. So I was going to say Gasefi, but now I have to say Gasefi, right? Okay.
Excellent. Thanks. Hi, my name is Pranas, and I'm the founder of Gasefi. At Gasefi, we built the world's first keywordless search system. Keywordless search system that could change the way we do shopping. Let me tell you the personal story of pain. Some years ago, I bought an apartment, and I needed to decorate it. In some architectural magazine, I saw a photo with sofa of my dreams in it. I became obsessed with it. I walked miles down the aisles of furniture shops. I spent hours online, but my efforts were fruitless. When I was complaining about that to my female colleagues, I've realized that wanting something and not being able to find it where to buy is a recurring pain to them, whether that be hats, dresses, bags, or shoes. Keyword-based searching classification is way too general, and it's not efficient in categories where looks of the product are important when making a decision. So I ran this idea of a different approach to product searching by my friends. I got the financial backing, and I quit my job. And now, a year and a half later, I'm standing here. I'm standing here and presenting you keywordless search system for shoppers. In our system, instead of keywords, we use sketches. We use sketches because picture is better than 1,000 words. Sketches, they are unambiguous. The search process is fully transparent and clear. What you see is what you get. You can modify these sketches interactively in our interface, which gives you endless search possibilities. And what is most important, the results, they are accurate and precise. And at this point, our job is done. You pick the shoes you like most. We take you to the original page where we found it. And later, if you buy it, that's a ka-ching moment for us. We would receive our affiliated marketing fees. We already built the shoe category. We are launching handbags in autumn. But we realized that there are many more categories awaiting us, and this is a very ambitious project. But we think we have a matching team. I personally spent 15 years developing scientific software, and I can assure you that what I lack in my pitching skills, I more than compensate writing number crunching code. We also raised 300,000 euros, and now we're looking at raising $1 million, which would be used to expand in the European markets and finishing some of the categories. Thank you.
Right on time. Time for questions.
Yeah, hi. So I agree, a picture is worth 1,000 words. The question is, isn't the alternative to take a photograph of that sofa and use Google search by image to find it?
First of all, Google reverse image search doesn't go into that detail of what it recognizes in the photo. Like if you would take the exact photo that you have from the internet and you do a reverse image search, it would have you a hit. It would return the same photo. But currently, they have around 1,000 concepts they identify in a photo. And these concepts are very high-level concepts like a dog, a cat, a sofa. But that's it. When we look at a product, we identify thousands of attributes like about that product. So it's way, way deeper than an image search would do. And, also, you're not limited to be obliged to have a picture. You can have it in your mind.
Yes, I understand. But the second problem I see with that is it relies on people's ability to sketch. So your ability to sketch, I'm sure, is way better than my ability, for example.
So in our device, you don't have to be a sketcher because it's an interactive interface. You just click and assemble these sketches the way you would assemble something from Lego bricks. So it's a click point assembly.
Are you making money right now?
No.
Okay.
Why not?
Because we just finished the closed beta test, and we're going live basically next week.
And what is our go-to-market strategy? How are you going to sell?
So, of course, our client are customers who are looking for stuff. And our marketing strategy, how we attract customers, is to be active on social media, looking where the pain is, like forum groups, influencers, getting our name known in these circles.
And how difficult for your clients to make it themselves?
To make what? To make the sketches themselves?
Not sketches, but filters and the search mechanism. Because it's pretty commodity, I guess.
You mean in our interface?
No, without your product.
Oh, without our interface? It's quite complicated. Like, there are people that are good with keywords, especially lawyers, they're very good with words. But majority of users, they don't know all the intricacies, how the different elements of items are named. And the other problem is the vendors themselves. They're very, very lax with the keywords. So the vendors are not using the correct keywords as well.
Can you survive out of affiliate business model? Did you make calculations?
We think so, yes.
Gasefi, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. That was Gasefi. Now, next startup is something out of the comic books. It's called Zeew. Really.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Have you ever been in a situation when you just left home and just about half of the way you realize you forgot maybe your keys, your wallet? Or maybe you purchased this amazing laptop, or maybe that smartphone, and you wished you received it within 30 minutes instead of 3 working days? Well, that's why we built Zeew. What we do is that we ship things so fast. Think of us as an Uber for packages. Instead of humans, we do packages. Zeew is an app available for iOS and Android. And of course, the process is very simple. It's exactly the same as ordering a taxi. Tap on the bottom, and you have the carrier within a few minutes ready to deliver your stuff as long as it fits inside a sedan. Of course, we never forget about businesses. Businesses will not be holding their smartphone all the time to dispatch each and every order. So we developed a web interface for businesses integrated with their already existing systems that can manually and automatically dispatch orders to drivers and couriers on the road. We have the B2C model where businesses and internet shops, specifically right now, can send and receive stuff from their clients. Here's an example of the SMS that the client received. The SMS contains a PIN code. Nobody knows it except the person who's supposed to receive the package, with also a tracking link where he can see a live feed where his package is at the moment. C2C model. Of course, we have a step where you need to confirm your package that before sending anything to anybody, you need to make a photo of it, and the other party or the recipient need to accept this package. That's a C2C model. Pricing. Pricing is a very, very, very critical issue. There are a lot of companies that deliver stuff. We know that. But pricing matters because most of the companies, or almost all the companies, divide cities into regions. So basically, if you find yourself sending an item from point A to point B, It will cost you minimum of 10 euros. That's at least in Riga, where we are operating right now. For me to figure out the pricing, I worked as a taxi driver myself for 1 month. So basically, we have a fixed pricing of 5 euros across Riga, and we allow each courier to have 3 active calls at a time. Delivery insurance, of course, the first question, what are guarantees for my packages? We already signed a contract with an insurance company, and we insure your package up to 1,000 euros. It's a perfect fit if your business uses Shopify, for example, because you can integrate it with our web app application, and automatically and manually you can control and ship your orders. Same-day delivery is a $4 billion industry, currently in US. Why we started with consumer electronics? Because based on a study made by Boston Intelligence, what people are ready to pay for a same-day delivery, and consumer electronics were on top of the list. This is why right now we have 10 clients who signed up with us from the internet shops, and we have 30 cars already on the road. So we're not coming today with just an idea. We have 35 cars, and we have 10 businesses who signed up with us. Our team is a great team. Me, Mohammed, I'm the alumni of Kickstarter Accelerator in Switzerland and ex-CEO of Jofi. Jofi is a selfie camera for the pocket. Because of the time, I'll go to Kristaps. Kristaps is an amazing guy. He's an iOS and Android developer. He currently is arrested because he developed an app called Zakim that allows people to report the police before they catch you if you don't pay for the tickets. So he's an amazing guy. We have Cyprian, our CTO. He has more than 11 years experience in development. Thank you.
We're actually an investor in a Russian peer, Dostavista, and what I know for sure that this business model works especially in a very large cities. Considering that in many European cities there are already peer-to-peer last mile delivery companies, which cities you are going to focus on and how you are going to, to go after drivers and customers?
As of today, we are focusing on the Baltics mainly, and our customer acquisition cost is 0 because we address first of all the businesses, and businesses during the checkout process, they advertise us to their client as a 30 minutes delivery option for their services. So we acquire clients currently for free. The second part is that the couriers or the drivers will start to approach taxi companies, and we were successful now to sign up 35 drivers. About the markets, we currently have a partner in Egypt that we're planning to launch with them, as well as the Baltics.
Cool. Maybe on the same line, like from what I know recently, I've been checking out Uber Rush. You know that probably how, because they're also planning on doing everything that you are. What is the thing that you're doing that they're not doing, or are you just planning on being faster and more sort of better than Uber?
I completely understand this question and I agree with you. However, what we are doing is a liability nightmare for Uber. Uber is too big to be liable for sending and receiving packages at the moment. That's why this project has been delayed for over 2 years by them.
So if it's a liability nightmare for Uber, why is it not a liability nightmare for you?
Because we're still too small, and we're starting right now, and we have an insurance company that covers us. We don't care much as Uber for their brand and name. They don't need to tap into the delivery business if they have already working Uber.
All right. So the other question is, so 30-minute delivery promise. So this means when I check out on the e-commerce store, I literally will have someone drive up and deliver something within 30 minutes in Riga with 35 drivers?
This could be. I don't want to mention exactly our partners, our internet shops partners, because many internet shops have many different locations. But what we can do is that we can give you the interval of 30 minutes, but again, it depends on the location of the internet shop that you purchase from, or the physical product where it exists, in the warehouse or in the center, and so on and so on. But definitely, we allow you to receive your packages in at least 1 hour, like maximum 1 hour, I would say.
Yeah, okay, so I'll throw out a piece of advice. I'm not convinced consumers really will worry that much whether it's half an hour or 2 hours, right? The difference is an hour or two versus next day or a few days. So you might risk upsetting and disappointing consumers by being very aggressive with your promises.
And it's time. Okay, thank you so much, Zeew.
Thank you very much.
So, Now is the last startup of our startup battle semifinals round 2, and the name of the startup is Tvori. Please greet him on stage. You have 3 minutes.
Hi, so I'm Dima from Tvori, and at Tvori we try to simplify 3D creation and animation. We started with a problem. Modern 3D editing programs are super complicated. They're used by professional artists. 3D Studio Max, Maya, Blender, they require a lot of learning, like these interfaces that people face. And so we see an opportunity here. We believe that millions of people want to create in 3D and animate, but they just can't because they don't have simple enough tools. So we developed a new kind of 3D editing software where we use virtual reality with its immersiveness and new types of inputs where people can create and manipulate objects in virtual space using their hands naturally. So we released our alpha version on Steam. We sold over 600 copies. And so we are growing. We grew 3 times this month. In terms of active users, people create pretty cool stuff in Tvori. They make videos and photos and share them on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And for example, these slides were made in Tvori as well in just about 3 hours. So we are a team of 2. We are technical, and we are solving our own problem. We made 23 projects related to virtual reality, including projects for Google and Unity. And so we've been bootstrapping for the last 15 months, and now are looking to raise our first pre-seed round. And I think we have time to show the video. Thank you. It's like interfaces where people can just make the character animate like a puppeteer or paint with their hands on the stage. And all this made in Tvori. Like this building, it was made out of simple blocks, like this. And again, we use virtual reality, where people, they can just walk around their creations. They can scale. And like this, all these sets were made in Tvori as well. It was a bit trippy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. It seems to be really cool. I assume when you see the biggest power of usage, it's a game developing or?
Yeah. Yeah. So we are not targeting gamers per se. We don't have like a strong competitive right now. There are either like big guys like 3D Studio Max, Maya. Software that is super complicated, and there are games like Minecraft or Little Big Planet. So we kind of want to be in the middle. We are making a creative tool. It's not a game per se, but it's not a totally like professional tool with huge learning curve.
Okay.
It looks really cool from the video. So what do you have some sense of what the pricing could be longer term? Because $20 to $40 looks really cheap.
Yeah, it's an alpha version. So we want to explore subscription in the future to make the subscription for power users and make the regular version free. Of course, it's viable when the market will be bigger. Right now, it's like about 500,000 people who use HTC Vive and Oculus in total. But numbers are growing, so we hope to grow with market and improve our product and be the best product in this.
And how much do those professional tools work that you said are very complicated? How much do they cost, sorry?
Sorry, cost what?
How much do the professional tools cost that you said?
They also use subscription model per version. 3D Studio Max costs around $6,000 per year. Per version that come yearly. And prices ranges in the same category. A few $1,000s per version, per copy. Or $100 a month there are some software like yeah.
And you launched it on Steam?
Yeah.
So where you said you're not targeting gamers, but Steam is gamers. So where's next?
Well, because just right now, people who use HTC Vive or Oculus, they on these platforms such as Steam or Oculus. But there are not only games on Steam. There are apps.
Yeah.
But
where's next?
What's next? Yeah, we of course want to be our own, like have our own store. We want to kind of make people go to our website, or and of course sell through our own distribution thing.
You should check out Buff Panel for tracking conversions into Steam. They're good at tracking conversions from Steam. It's a black box. Try Buff Panel; it's quite good.
Buff Panel, okay. I will go. Thanks.
And how big is your addressable market actually?
Yeah, we could come up with some impressive number, but we didn't. I bet that it will be like $5 billion in 5 years. I don't know, but we didn't really count. We tried, but we can say any number, and we don't know really for now.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, time's up.
Okay,
thank you, Tvori. Our last participant of Startup Battle Semifinals Round 2.